The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy. How you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill. How you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and mainland product Dave Klemic, and producing today's show and co-hosting is Nick Earnshaw. And as we wind the summer down on the 23rd of August, good morning, Dave Klemic.
Hey, gentlemen, I'm pumpkin spice activated, caffeinated, activated, and I'm ready to go.
By the way, you didn't come in hot today. You were here before I was.
No.
Wow.
How about that, Nick?
He was early and on time.
I'm going to admit it right now. I had to do some research because I did not watch any games last night. I fell
When I
asleep.
asked you that before the show started, I was shocked.
I don't know. I fell asleep
Hey, man,
early.
you got 3 kids, man.
Yeah.
My kids put
Knocked
me
out last
Anyway,
night.
great, Nick. Great to see you. Billy, thanks for having me. As
As always, we love it. Nick Earnshaw, good morning to you.
Good morning, Schweiner. Good morning, Clement M.
Taking a little heat yesterday from the one Mike Gill.
Oh, we had a
You
spirited debate.
You held your ground.
Yeah, spirited debate. Spirited debate, and I think I might be right.
Hey, listen, man. 4 days of nasty weather. We had that hurricane blow off the coast. All I can tell you is the waves have been huge, and surfers everywhere going nuts. I wish I was still be able to surf. I had that neck surgery and the elbow surgery. I can't do the things that I want. Plus the weight that I put on.
I was going to say,
That's the main thing. No, but
what about that other thing?
My brother, Dave, has two knees, a fake hip. He's a lot lighter than I am right now. He's just bought a brand new board from Surface Supplies. Greg Beck and Andrew Funk gets himself an Aloha board, goes out there. The waves were huge. Everybody
Bobby was surfing?
out there. Yeah, he didn't do really well, he said, because
Wow.
man, you're 64 years old, and these waves were they were intense. The surf was huge. The surfers were going off. I saw surfers getting barreled up and down the coast. It was great, man.
Yeah, it looks like the beaches had cliffs on them. They took out all the dunes. The dunes are gone.
Yeah, a lot of beach erosion.
Yeah, crazy.
But as far as the surfing goes, man, I'll tell you what. I rode my bike on the boardwalk on Thursday and Friday. And it was great to watch. I just sat there and watched and just said, remember, I used to be able to do that because these waves look like they were a lot of fun, and the surfers are going off.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, this is one of the things that bring people down to the Jersey Shore is our waves. It's not that bad. Like people think, oh, Jersey waves, they stink. We have unbelievable surf
but you have
here.
to really either have you have a good low pressure system come through, or a hurricane like this that just skirted
off the coast.
Yeah, skirted the coast. But you know what I mean? It is you can't be an inland surfer. You got to live on the coast because you got to be there when the waves are there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you see any of the drone video of the all on Bay Avenue of Ocean
Yes.
City? How much
How about Margate?
it's
was flooded.
underwater?
Yeah.
Wildwood and there were all places. Nikki called me the night of the morning of the.
Yeah.
What morning did you call me, Nick? Was it
That
Thursday morning?
was, I think it was Thursday. I think it was Thursday morning because I woke up and I'm on TikTok and I'm seeing all these videos from Ocean City, from Ventnor, from Margate. And I'm like, wow, I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah, people kayaking down Bay Avenue in Ocean City, right by where they the pirate ship and everything.
Well, they raised West Avenue a little bit. They raised it a little bit, so it doesn't flood as much. It was still flooded, and like my street, 32nd Street, where I go to the beach most of the times, we lost, I would say, a significant part of the beach
Right.
was all like flooded out, and the tide had come really high up. So, but I'll tell you what, though, it's turned into 2 beautiful days the last couple days. It's absolutely gorgeous outside.
Oh, it's beautiful out there today.
Last night, Nicky, was a great night for football, baseball, and football. Both the Eagles and the Phillies were in action, and of course, Dave fell asleep. But but you know what? He doesn't need to watch. Because, Nick, you watched the majority of the Phillies game.
I watched mainly the Phillies game, was in and out of the Eagles game last night, and man, listen, the Phillies fought back, which was the best, like that was probably the best part and the positive spin of last night. But overall, I mean, the ending was awful. Awful. We get the Joan Duran entrance on TV. We get to see the whole thing. NBC Sports Philadelphia. I wouldn't say they caved, but they caved, and they gave the people what they wanted.
You're giving people what they want, Nick.
Exactly.
But here's the thing, Dave.
Fell
you
apart.
know, as an athlete, if you're going to go through all that drama and excitement and showmanship and all that stuff, you better do your job. And he blew a save last night to a team, the Nationals, who were like
Stink.
They're 53-75. However, I will say this, Nick. They scored more ninth inning runs than any team in the National League.
Guess what? They were a team that I got to cover a lot of those players when I worked in the minor leagues. A lot of those players are coming out. They have a good young core. So in a couple years, I wouldn't be shocked the Nats are a little bit more competitive.
But Dave, you don't have to witness what we saw. Obviously, you don't watch that much baseball anyway. But when you got to back what if you're going to put out that hype and get the fans all, you better deliver, right?
Well, you know what, I mean, let's be a casual. Let's more casual. Let's say I still love baseball, but I'm maybe more casual. You guys are way into it. But from a casual standpoint,
you like the bananas.
Yeah, I like the Savannah Bananas. But I talked to a
He loves banana ball.
a pro pitcher that was a Rutgers closer and everything, and he says, and he is way into the Phillies.
Right.
Loves the Phillies. He said he would rather see a Durantula entrance than a Schwarbaum, and that was coming from another pro.
Why would you want to see something that hasn't really his entrance doesn't produce anything, a winner, a save, or anything? Schwarbaum, you're scoring points. You're putting a run on the board.
I'm just saying from the more, and he's not even casual. He's into it. I mean,
no.
Well,
my question to you is, as a former professional athlete, you better back
theatrics,
it up.
of course.
The theatrics of his entrance goes off or not. If you don't deliver, it's like really disappointing and anticlimactic.
Do you remember there was a boxer named Prince Nassim that used to walk in and do this 15-minute walk up to the ring, and then he would lose?
Muhammad Ali.
He would 15 minutes to get there and carry him
Put
around,
on a whole
and then
show.
he'd get out there and he'd lose.
See, like, Nick, I don't know. You don't remember Muhammad Ali. But
I know who Muhammad Ali
you know who he is.
I never got to watch him fight.
But a lot of people didn't like him because of his gravitas. But he backed up everything he said and did.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't happen last night.
I'm so fast. I shut my lights out, be in bed before it gets dark.
Yeah, I love that quote.
Because back then you had to get up out of bed to shut your lights out.
Is he? Now you go on your phone, touch the app.
You had to get up to change your channel back in the day, Nick.
Oh man, you had to get the clicker.
Airdropped it.
Now you can just airdrop it and turn it off.
Those lights.
I heard you guys were breaking my stones during the sports bash.
We were.
Well,
that was a good one.
Okay, so he sent me this
Can I
thing.
set it up? Can I explain
you
it?
set it up.
I'll explain. Okay. So, Radio Row this year, San Francisco. Okay? Figuring out the dates, everything.
Which is
et cetera.
February 3rd. Like, it's so far in advance, like, I'm not even thinking that far.
Wait. So, February 3rd, the 76ers will be playing the Golden State Warriors right in the area that Radio Row is taking place. So, we're thinking, hey, why don't we go to a game? So Mike Gill found out, sent it to Scott Grayson of Fox 29, sent it to me, sent it to Billy, and PG was sitting right there next to him. Scott Grayson sends back, oh, that's awesome, great. They're going to be playing while we're there. I send back the eye emojis like, no way, like the surprised eye. Billy goes, I was trying to click on the tickets, but I couldn't buy the tickets. And it was a screenshot of buy tickets. So in my head, I'm like imagining Billy trying to figure out why the link's not working.
What does he say to me?
It's a screenshot with the date, the Sixers, and says buy tickets, but it had the date and all in there.
So I'm thinking he's inviting me.
He was the only one that didn't get it.
Why is he inviting me to a game on February 3rd? And
Oh man.
That might be worse than the airdrop.
Well, worse than that is, and I love you, Billy, but he still deals with printers all the time.
My printer's not working
He-
again.
Broke again?
It's not broken. I just can't figure it out.
You know how many times we got a phone call?
Anyone
My
in the
printer's
world-
not
None
working.
of my friends come to my rescue. No,
So-
not one person.
This is one thing you never have to buy as a printer. Anyone would give it to you. Anyone would just give you
Well,
a
it's
printer.
not the printer. The printers aren't expensive. It's the ink you got to pay for.
Yeah, they'll give you all their ink.
Right.
Everyone, no one wants printer, inks, nobody wants printers or
Well,
ink anymore.
I got to print stuff because I print stuff out.
See,
I printed for
there
him
we go.
today.
That's right.
I got it done.
So, so apparently the Sixers are going to be.
I'm
By
sorry,
the way,
guys.
Billy's trying to figure out, I can't buy the tickets. What are you sending me?
He's
All right,
such
how
a good
about this?
sport.
So then last night,
Billy versus technology
You
is
look
the
at-
greatest, is the absolute greatest.
I'm going to win one day.
That's a good segment.
I mean, we might have to go forward.
Billy versus technology.
He couldn't get the YouTube stream up today.
We got a great show lined up. In a few minutes, at the bottom of the first hour, we're going to talk to strength and conditioning coach Jeff Hurd, who we had on once before, and we've been dying to get him back because he's got a plethora of stories from the NFL. But I also want to talk to him about, and I know you've educated us, Dave, on hamstrings, but the Eagles got a lot of problems with hamstrings right now.
Jay Brown.
So we're going to talk to Coach Hurd. He's been in the NFL for a long time.
He was my coach, so he was, but one of many teams he was on: Jacksonville, Minnesota, San Diego, and Kansas City. I think he's spent most of the career in Kansas City. Or he was there twice.
Yeah, he was in Kansas City for a long time.
But,
San Diego.
Guy, I stayed down in his house in Austin, Texas. Beautiful, amazing house down there in Texas. Awesome setup.
And then, of course, the Eagles lost or beat the Jets 19-17.
That was a snoozer.
And did you didn't get to see the game, but I don't know. There was one of the defensive backs was throwing up.
Oh.
You can see,
Is there controversy? Do we have to get somebody
no,
on?
it's not a controversy because it happens, right, Dave?
I know.
Yeah, man. Especially if
All the
it was a
time.
rook
What
or
if he
if
was
he's a
sick?
guy
He
that's
knows-
like.
By the way, because the cutdown's Monday. The cutdown's Monday, right? And if you want to make a team, you got to play it. If you're sick, oh well. So this guy, whoever it was, I forget the guy's name, and maybe somebody can enlighten me. But he said, "I'm going to play. I don't care how sick I am. The only chance I have of making this
Billy
team,
loves that.
if I
Toughness.
stick it out."
You'll play hurt. You'll play sick. You'll
Yeah, man.
play
All
through anything.
Got a great show lined up today. You guys ready? I got our blitz. We got our blitzes.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Freshly squeezed orange juice. I stopped down to the Blitz's Market like I do every Saturday and Sunday. Pick up the guys. Freshly squeezed 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. You mentioned the locker room. You get $1 off. Get down there and see Dave and Joe Newman. They wanted me to film a quick.
He's gonna be on. He's gonna be a
Instagram
TikTok,
short.
Instagram reel star.
It's pretty funny. But top of the morning to you. All right, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422. Whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more, the professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker with Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw, and Dave Klemic right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Anyone in my mind that could come close to surpassing Patrick Mahomes in rankings currently, only one guy. If Jalen Hurts wins a second Super Bowl, gets back-to-back, and would have been in 3, he is the only person, to me, that could come close to surpassing Mahomes.
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection, 0.5 milligrams.
Elevate your luxury experience at Matt Blatt Infinity in Egg Harbor Township. Lease the 2025 QX60 Lux for just $349 a month. Yes, only $349. Or drive the commanding 2025 QX80 Sensory for just $799 a month. Prefer to finance? Matt Blatt Infinity is offering up to $15,000 off MSRP on select QX80 Sensory models with zero down and no payments until October. But hurry, these offers are only available for a limited time. And once they're gone, they're gone. Matt Blatt Infinity needs your current vehicle. We'll pay top value for your trade, even if you're still making payments. We'll make it easy to step into something new. Why settle for less when you can afford luxury at Matt Blatt Infinity? New QX60 Lux just $349 or QX80 Sensory just $799, both with zero security deposit. Matt Blatt Infinity, where luxury lives and you belong. On approved credit, must have qualifying trade, Infinity or other luxury brand. $1,666 per thousand. Offers not in combination through IFS. Lease rebate and dealer discount 36 months, 5,000 miles per year. First payment up to $12,360 dealer discount, rebate to dealer plus tax $589 doc fee. Call 877-289-6670 or visit mattblattinfinity.com. Ends 9/1/2025.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live for the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Dave Klemic, Nick Earnshaw. Beautiful Saturday morning. People are going to be heading down to the beach. The waves are huge. The surfers are in the water. And if you get a chance to watch surfing, we used to do a segment with Greg Beck from Surfer Supplies called The Surf Report. And we discontinued it, but surfing is so much fun to watch. It's like watching a sport. These guys are really good in the water. They tear it up. They carve. We got some good surfers around here.
If you're from the area, you would remember that you would call 7th Street Surf Shop in
Yeah.
the morning and ask them the wave report.
Yes.
And then you would either come over the bridge or you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You
because
can't-
There was, you got to ask the
Unless,
wave
so unless
report.
you lived on the island, you'd have to just walk down and you pedal your bike down to the to the beach and look at the waves.
They'll say
But then
choppy.
then 7th Street used to have a video. Remember the video camera they put
No.
up? So they still have that. You can link onto
Nice.
their website or
Oh,
whatever.
cool.
You can see how the waves were looking.
Can you get to that website, Billy?
I probably couldn't, with the technology. I couldn't even find. I'm trying to find the clip with Mike McGarry saying the Phillies are guaranteed to win the East.
He guaranteed the Mets are done.
He
That's what he
guaranteed the
said?
Mets. I mean, like, I'm a little skeptical. Mike McGarry's level-headed. I trust everything he says. But when he said that yesterday on Mike, I'm like, don't jinx us.
You can't. You
Like,
can't.
in 2000, ready for this? In 2007,
Seven. Yep.
the Mets were 7 games up with 17 to go, and they blew it.
Yep.
1964, the Phillies were 6 games up with 12 games to go, and they blew it. So, like, I'm like, when I heard Mike yesterday, I'm like, no.
34 to go.
Don't say that. 34 games to go. We're only 7 up.
So
or 6 up
So
this morning.
the Mets beat the Braves last night, and the Phillies lost. So the Phillies going into last night were up 7 games. They are now up 6 games on the New York
And
Mets.
we got, what, 30? You said 34 to go?
34 games to
I
go.
mean, come on now, man. That's a little. I texted this text board. Of course, I didn't read my text. They were too busy. What were they? By the way, I've had Charlie Manuel on my show twice, and I never called him Skip. I have too much respect for the man.
What are you
Why would they Why would they say I would call him Skip?
Because you're you get off my lawn type of guy.
I have not. I've
Get
had him on twice.
Get off my lawn type of guy.
Dave, I had him on twice in my tenure here. He won a World Series with the Phillies. Charlie Manuel's the man.
He's living in Florida now, I think, right? And he's,
I don't know.
So. I saw a picture of him. One of my
Charlie's the
athletes
man.
was playing in a tournament down in like IMG, and he was down
Oh, is
there.
that right?
That's awesome.
So I was pretty much tuned. I went to my brother's house yesterday to watch the games, plural, Phillies, Eagles. That being said, Nick, like you, the day fell asleep. We were tuned into the Phillies. We couldn't pull away from it.
Were you more tuned in with the Phillies or the Eagles?
The Phillies.
Oh yeah, obviously. I think most people would have been tuned more into the Phillies,
I mean,
especially since they came back. And listen, Taijuan Walker gives up the home run in the first inning, and then pitched great after that.
I heard Mike ripping you about Taijuan Walker. So let's have a
text
board question.
All right, 609-403-0973. Should Taijuan Walker be on the playoff roster? 609-403-0973. Do you think he should be on the playoff roster or not heading into the postseason?
Ready for this, Nick? In his last 7 games, Taijuan Walker's ERA was 2.89 before yesterday's game. He's been pitching really well. Now, yeah,
he will not start. I can guarantee.
He could have come out. No, he's not going to start, but he's going to make the roster, and that's the question. I think he's played well enough, pitched well enough that they're going to need that experience. Remember, he has never made a playoff roster, and
he has. He's made a playoff roster
Dave,
before.
You know what I admire about Taijuan Walker? He's had to overcome so much adversity, so much. He hasn't pitched well at times. He's been booed off the field. It's been a pretty for
rough.
him to keep a positive attitude and to keep. He was very supportive of the first guy on the dugout steps through his whole, you're not playing well. It wasn't about him. It was about the team through this whole thing. And now he's pitching well. I think he deserves a spot on the playoff roster.
I think he's going to get on. I don't know if he might not even get into any game action. He might not see any game action. I just think he's going to be on the roster because he's pitched well enough where it's like, hey, you're losing Alvarado. You're losing Zach Wheeler. That's 2 guys right there.
Yeah, you can't.
And if you need
a
long man,
Zach Wheeler and Joe Ross. Like who cares about Joe Ross?
Yeah. So I think I think he'll have a spot. Who knows? He could fall apart in September, and then he might not be on the roster. But as of today, I would put him on the roster.
609-403-0973. Should Taijuan Walker be on the playoff roster? I think he should right now. I think You're not going to be able to count on Zach Wheeler. You're not going to be able to count on Aaron Nola. I don't think. I'd like to see.
So you're out. I want to push back on that for a second.
I'm not out on him, but you really expect Aaron Nola to turn things around in 4 or 5 starts?
You're going to find out today. He's pitching today.
Dave, that's why we have a resume, right? You look at somebody's past performance. It's not too good.
I know. I love baseball. It's so objective. You can look up somebody's resume kind of by what they've done over the years. And with pitchers and stuff, I think their career improves into like mid to the high 20s, and then it starts.
Well,
to
because the
tail
experience
off.
factor, like any other sports, right?
But your athleticism's still there, and your experience is high.
Believe me, I think they're going to need a guy like Aaron Nola to come around with his experience and his capability. I love Aaron Nola.
I know.
But I'm just not convinced that he's going to be able to turn it around.
He's got a couple more
He's
starts
got about
here.
4 starts left.
No, he's got more than that.
No, he's got 4.
5,
maybe
5, 6.
Maybe 5.
5, 6. Listen, I just need to see it. I need to see. I don't trust Aaron Nola coming out of the bullpen.
No
way. He doesn't have the stuff to come out of the bullpen.
Would you put him in the bullpen?
Are you going to piggyback him?
No, I think if he guess what? If he doesn't pitch well in, say, his next 2 outings, he might not even make the roster.
Here we go. We got a couple of texts coming in. John Coyle chiming in. Yeah, he deserves a spot as the 4th starter. Ranger has to go to the pen.
Ranger?
No, Ranger has to start.
By the way, Do you know that the Phillies pitchers made history?
Yeah, they've made history a lot
You know
this year.
they made history. Let me tell you what they did. All right? Just against the Mariners. They struck out 34 batters in 3 games.
By the way, the Phillies offense had 48 hits in that series.
They scored like 29 runs in 3 games.
Unreal.
All right? So Ranger Suarez, 6 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, 0 walks. Christopher Sanchez, 6 1/3, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 12 Ks, 2 bases on balls. Jesus Luzardo, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 12 Ks, 0 walks. That's your playoff. If I'm a coach, a manager, whatever, I'm going with my 3 best. There they are.
Dan and EHT chime in, and absolutely Walker should be on the playoff roster. He definitely should be the long man in case a starter blows up early in the game. So
609-403-0973.
I think there's a spot for him on the roster, but I don't think he'll be a starter.
Yeah.
In case anything else happened throughout the rest of the season, anyone went down. But I don't think he'll be a starter. I think he'll be on the roster. He could come in for an inning. He may not even pitch, but I think he'll be on the roster because he's pitched well enough to
and I think it's so cool. It's like the 23rd of August, and we're still like really – this is why baseball is so cool. Like when football season starts and you have a baseball team that's relevant, it gives you a lot of juice, doesn't it, Nick?
The fall's the best.
The fall.
You got Clement M's pumpkin spice. You
Wet
got
cut grass.
playoff baseball, football starting.
You can't beat it. By the way,
Hoodie and shorts weather.
Is Mr. Negadelphi taking the crew to the Eagles-Dallas Cowboys Thursday night game? We're going to have to ask him tomorrow.
That's the rumor.
Uh-oh.
And if you ever go to a Dallas game,
unbelievable.
God, I hate the
Florida
Cowboys.
family, his dad is a huge
I can't wait to sit right next to him.
And it is
right next to Dr. Court. I want to sit right next to him.
Wrestling in the
we're going to go at it.
Oh, my God. We should get him back on.
After they lose, we'll have him on that
we'll
Saturday.
get him back on. All right. There we go.
Let's turn our attention to football, the Eagles, because on the other side, we're going to talk with former strength and conditioning coach in the NFL, longtime strength and conditioning coach Jeff Hurd. Of course, he coached you, and we can talk to him about some medical injury issues, but then also some stories that he has because he told us the one about Joe Montana.
Yeah,
that
which had us
awesome.
laughing. Which to this day we're still
later
laughing.
that year in December. I went down to his place because I got to this running event down in Austin, and he told me 10,000 more stories that I didn't even know. I was there, and I didn't know some of the stories he tells me. But he's like your psychologist too, not just your coach.
All right, so on the other side, you don't want to miss Coach Hurd. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that'll help you through the entire process, from contract to signing, from the shore to center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 to give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. We love it there. Nick and I might be going there this afternoon.
Yeah.
La Scala's opened 2 summers ago now to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza like Nick does and their daily specials. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. And don't forget, they just opened their restaurant up in the Ocean Casino. So you want to make sure you get a stop out there. All right, when we return, we'll talk with former strength and conditioning coach Jeff Hurd. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Sunday, August 31st. The lights shine bright as 2 college football powerhouses collide. It's number 6 Notre Dame versus number 10 Miami. Catch every snap, hit, and highlight with play-by-play from J.P. Shadrick and expert analysis from the 1992 Heisman Trophy winner Gino Torretta. Kickoff is at 7:30 Eastern, Sunday, August 31st. Don't miss the action, the intensity, and the legacy.
Exclusively on South Jersey's classic rock station, Rock 104.1.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemic sent you.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from the Locker Room. Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties for brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them the Locker Room sent you.
Get Labor Day savings now at the Home Depot with up to 35% off, plus up to an extra $450 off select appliances like Whirlpool that can keep up with your busy routine. Whirlpool refrigerators from the Home Depot have the storage and ice capacity for everything from school lunches to stocking coolers for sports practice. Celebrate Labor Day with savings on select appliances at the Home Depot. Offer valid August 21st through September 10th, U.S. only. See store online for details.
Matt Blunt Nissan makes car shopping fun.
Every clearly marked Nissan 0 down, 0% for 60 months.
Bring your old car to Matt Blunt Nissan.
Because if you're stuck in a loan or lease, AJ the trade man can get you released.
MattBluntNissan.com.
Unapproved Tier 1 credit through NMAC. Negative equity will be refinanced into the vehicle plus tax tag and $589 fee. Offers cannot be combined. Call 877-289-6670 or visit MattBlattNissan.com for complete details. Offer ends September 6, 25. Matt Blatt Nissan on the Black Horse Pike.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and mainland product, Dave Klemic, and, of course, producing and co-hosting Nick Earnshaw. And, guys, it's the 23rd of August. It's moving along. Summer's on. We got about a week and a half left of the summer.
Wow.
Obviously the summer solstice doesn't end until the 21st of September. But for all intents and purposes, kids are back in school. Summer's over.
Yeah.
But this is my favorite time of year.
It is. Mine too.
Deck back. I have outdoor
Nick, we got to go
TV.
watch a football game at his deck.
Oh.
And I get it back. I move all the kids' toys off.
Do you have a chimney back there? Do you have a chimney back there?
Chimney?
Chimney? Well, it's called right. Doesn't he call it a chimney? I don't know.
Chimney.
What is that?
It's a Z's.
Text it if you know what chimney is.
Chimney.
What is that?
It's like a backyard thing. Where it's
Oh,
like
it's just a chimney.
Nah, but it's a chimney because the chimney goes all the way up.
We have there's a
I digress.
whatever.
I'm telling you,
he's on fire today.
Listen, does anybody want to sponsor the segment called Billy versus Technology?
Let us know.
Anybody let us know. This is a new thing. We just made it up right now, but I think it's got legs.
All right, let's get to our next guest because you know what? Ever since we've had him on, he's always on Instagram saying, great show. He follows the show. He loves it. We love him. He's a longtime strength and conditioning coach in the NFL. He coached Dave Klemic. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room Coach Jeff Hurd. Good morning, Jeff. How are you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good. You guys hear me all right?
We hear you pretty well. I can hear you fine, but we're trying to get you up on the StreamYard here. There you are, Coach.
There we are.
Hey, see, that's better to see you.
How's my guys doing?
We're doing well. They're laughing at me today, Coach, because I'm a little technology challenged. You know what I mean? Like I grew up with a typewriter. I used to have to get out of my chair to change the channel.
Hey, I feel you 100%. I would sponsor your show of Billy versus technology.
I told you we get one, Coach.
I could be your co-host on that deal.
Anytime, Coach. Coach, Coach, let me ask you a question because last night we're watching the Eagles game. Actually, I got to be honest with you. Like I was watching the majority of the Phillies game, but going back and forth, and but there's a lot of concern with the Eagles players with soft tissue injuries, and you're a strength and conditioning coach. And I know Dave has explained it pretty well for us, but I want to hear your opinion. Like, why are the Eagles coming down with all these soft tissue issues?
Man, if I had to answer to that, I'd probably be a billionaire because it's. I mean, there's so many things that are involved with that. And I think the biggest thing I see going on is I think with guys not actually doing as much football stuff as they used to in the off season, I don't think they get their hamstrings stressed with resistance like another opponent or a player or, actually sticking their foot in the ground with somebody leaning on them. And I just don't think they get enough of that anymore compared to what they used to. I know, you could train to run track and have your hamstrings in great shape and step on the football field.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's a whole different deal with the stressors that you're putting on your hamstring. So, and the other thing I think that occurs too is sometimes the right hand doesn't know what the left hand's doing. Like, what are they doing with the athletic trainers? What are they doing with the strength coaches? Maybe they're double dipping and now the guy's in a weakened state. So I think a lot of it's communication too, but I still believe the biggest reason is guys go off and work with these personal trainers, and the guys know what they're doing as far as getting them ready to play, but then they don't get enough play with football prep before they actually start playing football.
And it's Dave. It's like my brother. He works out. I see my brother's workout. He does the ropes. He does the kettle thing. He does all this working out. My brother's in great shape. Rides a stationary bike. Does the elliptical and all that stuff. But he went surfing the other day, and he's so sore, and because you're using different muscles, you're doing different things, and it's like I think you're right. Like, you know what I'm saying, Dave? Well, like you can work out, be in great physical shape, get on a basketball court. The next day, you're going to be sore.
Well, yeah, everything that we used to do would be very linear, and then when you run a route, let me tell you from personal experience how I would hurt the hamstring. You're running a route at high speeds, right? And then you make a push off your outside. You get out of your frame and run a 9 route, or right. I'm sorry, an 8 or a 7, which is like a corner or a PCP to a post. And now you're that biceps femoris is getting hit real hard on the outside. But Jeff used to make us do run backwards at the end of practice.
Yes.
He'd go, how many routes you have?
Is that right?
And he'd go, all right, we're running 10 wind sprints for the receivers backwards, and he would have us recycle. So the eccentric is done by the concentric muscle, and the concentric is done by the eccentric. Not to bore you guys, but it was
but that's
genius.
important
it
stuff.
was like,
yeah.
So we were doing everything in reverse, and I felt like it kept our hamstrings really healthy. We didn't have a lot of camp hamstring injuries.
No, that's a good point, Dave, because I've seen guys blow a hammy out decelerating, just because all that, the eccentric load on the hamstring, especially if they're not firing their glutes well enough in conjunction with their hamstring. The glutes do a lot of it, and if they're not doing their job, it leaves that hamstring out to dry, and it's not equipped to handle your whole body weight.
We're talking with longtime NFL strength and conditioning coach Jeff Hurd. Coach, do you think that all the weightlifting? I mean, it's all good. Obviously, you need to be strong, but do you think guys can do too much of that and not enough running condition, like running drills and patterns and stuff like that?
Yeah, if it's you can't lean too far on one side or the other. I mean, strength training and speed training, they develop the same neurological response. So you got to make sure you're doing your speed work along with your strength conditioning. And like Dave talked about, though, you got to run. You can't just stay lineal. If you're just running straight ahead, you train straight ahead. But if you're running routes and patterns and sticking your foot in the ground and leaning on people, you got to make sure you train your body for that too, because the surfing example you gave is a great example. I mean, you can train all you want, and then you start taking your body through a variety of different movements. You haven't trained for that.
Yeah.
Coach, thanks for joining us again today. I got to ask you about the tush push, and from your perspective, as a strength and conditioning coach, I mean, the Eagles are the only team that could do it successful. Why do you think that is? Is it just because Jalen Hurts can squat so much? They have Cam Jurgens stepped right into Jason Kelsey's role. He does it well, too. Is it because they have the big guys up front and Jalen Hurts is so athletic and strong? Or is that really the only reason why they're so successful, and why can't other teams do it?
Well, I think it's a pride factor too. I mean, that's their deal, and so they take great pride in it. So they get a little extra push when they do it. Other teams are like trying to do it. The Eagles own it, and I think that makes a huge difference in how they approach it. But I think a lot of it is it's like any play. You practice it enough, you know the exact leverage angles, you know the force it's going to take, and you study the opponent, how they're going to try to defend it. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, but I mean, it looks simple, but when you come off the line, a little bit of a 3-inch different on the angle that you fire off on according to how they line up. I mean, but I think the biggest reason is there's a lot of pride in that for the Eagles, and they're going to make sure they get it done. It's like stop us, go ahead. Stop
Try
us.
it.
Yeah, try it.
Big guys beat up on little guys, right, Schwein?
You got that right. Well, and hold on, before Dave interjects, you're also getting people pushing like you say Jalen Hurts squats 600 pounds. That might be true, but he also has Saquon Barkley and maybe Dallas Goedert pushing him from behind. Defenders aren't allowed to do that. It seems like only up. I say it's got to be fair. It's got to be even on both sides.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody, you just brought up a good point. Jalen Hurts. I mean, if you know that guy's coming up behind you to push on you, you want to have your forward momentum going forward too. Yeah. And if you're the guys up front, those guys are coming downhill on your back. You better make sure you have good leverage and you're driving too at the same time, or you're going to get rolled up on. So it's a matter of timing and everybody working together on that deal too.
Coach, when I was playing and I was there, I was out there from 01 to 04 with you, and I remember I learned so much, and I think our weight stuff was pretty basic, and we were way more complex with like our ground-based power stuff, like like one of the power jammers, like the things that were set to the ground, and if you think about any of your guys' strength is only as good as what you have in the ground, right? And I'm learning.
100%.
So I feel like maybe some of the Philadelphia, some of the work they do, like that rugby type of scrum type of work, maybe where they're getting an advantage too. Okay. Because Jordan Mailata was a rugby player.
He was a rugby player.
And he's probably like, guys, don't worry about this. We got to do this. And who knows if he's been, part of that. But he's the only rugby player, and they scrum better than anybody.
Plus
so
he's 6'8".
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, he's 6'8" with leverage, though. That's the key.
Yeah.
It creates mechanical leverage.
Well, Coach, to get leverage, doesn't low man win?
Always.
Right? I mean, that's what I was taught. Even though I played quarterback and defensive back. I didn't have to worry about that stuff, but I always remember coaches telling offensive linemen and defensive linemen, get low. The low guy wins.
Low guy wins, especially if he's strong. I mean, if you're not strong and you try to be low man, you can get accordion too, just crunched. So you got to have some strength behind that technique too.
All right, we're talking with longtime strength and conditioning coach in the NFL, Jeff Hurd. Jeff, you told us a couple of funny stories. I said to Dave, I said, Klemic, we call him Clem and M. I said, Clem and M, man, we got to get Coach Hurd back on because because you're around these guys and you see a lot of stuff over the years. And the story you told us about Joe Montana was hysterical. I know you got a couple more up your sleeve.
Yeah, I mean, you just see so many things go on, and I hope I don't repeat anything. But before I start, one funny story on me is, I'm supposed to look up at my camera instead of at the computer. So what I've done is I took a media guide and I opened it up to Klemic's page, his picture, and I put it up behind my camera. So I'm talking to Dave right now.
Hey, you can't let Nick Earnshaw and Clement M see how you're truly doing things, because they'll rip you.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm transparent. I feel you, Billy. I'm light behind on this technology stuff.
So tell us a story. You told us a Joe Montana story, but tell us another story about a big name player that just totally flabbergasted, made you go, oh my God, this guy's crazy.
One that I thought of just the other day with Jared Allen getting into the Hall of Fame. I'll never forget it.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
That guy.
I got some stories with him, too.
I just remember all of a sudden one day it was the opening game at Arrowhead, and this son of a gun rolls up, and he was still young in his career, but obviously very talented. But he rolls up in a pink Cadillac with big old Longhorns, like a Boss Hog car.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
And wearing I don't know, Dave, I think it was I know it was a leisure suit with cowboy boots, and it was pink, I think, a pink leisure suit. And he comes busting up into Arrowhead Stadium in that thing, and I just loved it. I thought that was classic.
Well, do you remember when he rolled up in a tractor?
Oh yeah, that's right.
He drove up in a tractor one time. Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to get permission to ride a horse or a bull, and they said no. He was like.
Where's he from? He's from Texas?
No, he's from Northern California, right?
Right. Okay. Well,
maybe
they're cowboys out there.
No. He grew up on a ranch, and
Yeah.
maybe it was Idaho. I don't know, but it was definitely ranch country.
So he was. I guess he was like kind of eccentric. Would you say?
That would be a good way to put it, but he was a baller, and he did a lot of stuff. He used to wear me out sometimes. He'd call and say, "Hey, I felt like I need a little more conditioning. Can you meet me in the weight room early?" And I said, "Yeah." And we just hit the heavy bag for like an hour.
Really?
Like at 5:30 in the morning, just relentless.
Hey,
So,
Coach, who was your stronger? Who was some of your stronger players? Guys, you were like you couldn't believe they lifted that type of weight.
You mean besides Klemic?
He was just fast.
Nah,
But somebody like we all talk about Jalen Hurts bench press or deadlifting or squatting 600 pounds. Like who sticks out in your memory?
There was two guys. Well, more than that. There's 24. I mean, there's a lot of strong guys, but the ones that used to just you knew if they put their hands around your neck, they could snap it. One was Brian Waters.
I wrote it down. I wrote down Brian Waters right now. I just typed it in. I started looking.
Just scary strong, and very functional, like farm strong. Not just in the weight room. There was a nose guard I had with the Chargers, Jamal Williams. That guy was really strong, and he didn't want anybody to know how much he could lift. It used to crack me up. Like we'd be on a test day, and he would wait and see who benched the most, and then add 5 pounds just to beat him. Just incredibly strong in the squat rack and the bench. Chris Dillman, he was very strong. Joe Phillips, another nose guard for the Chiefs back in the day, was just that raw boned. He came from Oregon, and I think he came from a family of loggers. Just raw, just strong. Pound for pound guy, Darren Sproles. He was incredibly strong for his size.
Yeah, he was a great Eagle.
Coach, remember J.J. Moses and Darren Sproles were first cousins.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. That's crazy.
That's pretty cool. JJ was one of still one of my best friends, and he was like, "Yo, we used to go to K-State to watch Darren Sproles at K-State," and then he's like, "Yeah, it's my first cousin."
Hey, Coach. Anybody say that you come in and you give them like a workout routine or regimen, and they said, "I'm not doing that."
Not to that extreme, but with skeptics, and
yeah.
So a lot of times it's just they hadn't been exposed to what you were going to do either. Sometimes you get a reputation of this guy, he works just too hard, whatever. But once they bought into the program, usually I could find something that at least matched what they would rather do than what I maybe had on paper.
Yeah, because being at that level, you're probably going to run into athletes that have their own routine, their own style, and they don't want to make any adjustments.
Yeah, well, Dave can vouch for this. Like, okay, Will Shields, he had some issues with his knees and his back. He goes, "Coach, I don't know. I don't know if I should be squat heavy. And I said, well, have you ever done a bear squat machine? No, let's try that. He'd load that thing up till it was almost ready to break, or my shoulders are jacked up. I really don't want to do cleans anymore. And I said, okay, well, let's find something else to do that's explosive. So we would do a plyo box jump to a med ball scoop toss, just to keep that neurological, explosive fire going without loading them up with an Olympic bar. So there's a lot of different ways to work with guys, but I didn't really, no, you're not doing something.
Right.
That ain't going to happen. I mean,
well,
plus, Coach used to be big as us.
Yeah.
He's definitely bigger than me. So you aren't going in there and arguing with the guy.
Well, Coach, I wish we had more time. We're up against it, but we really enjoy having you on. And obviously, with all the soft tissue injuries the Eagles are going through, is very informative. And thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Well, anytime. You guys know that. Miss y'all. So it's great to be back on.
All right, let's go. It's football season. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right, looking forward to it.
Love you, Coach.
There
Love
he is,
you
Coach.
Thanks,
All
Coach.
right,
There he is, Coach Jeff Hurd on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. Gives a different perspective. He comes from a coach, strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah, let me tell you about that program, too. My coaches, we say we love each other.
Yeah.
That's just something you don't get anywhere else
Right.
except for the Dick Vermeil made type of team.
And of course, the saying that I love the most: players don't care how much you know till they know how much you care.
Yep, exactly.
All right. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Join the Sports Bash every Monday live at the Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Get your game on with the elevated bar and lounge, 12 slot machines, blackjack, roulette, and a dedicated area with 4 betting windows and 11 kiosks. The ultimate sportsbook experience. Go where fans become fanatics. The Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. And join the Sports Bash live from 2 to 6 with me, Mike Gill, every Monday.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're #1.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 3 locations on the bay in Summers Point, at 43rd off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City, and our newest location right in the heart of Wildwood on Ocean Ave. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous Tiki Bar, plus The Point features live music at all 3 locations 7 days a week and is always family friendly. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them at dothepoint.com.
Tax season at Tom's River Volkswagen means we're paying the sales tax. Yeah, we've got over 1,000 vehicles on sale and we're paying the sales tax. Tell that nasty old tax man to go straight to Tom's River Volkswagen or Tom'sRiverVW.com because we're paying the sales tax.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable, so be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
The Kitchen Shop has a brand new home at 6422 Black Horse Pike in Egg Harbor Township, right next to the Intuition Tattoo Studio. Known for stunning kitchen remodels and now full bathroom remodeling too. They're celebrating with the grand opening Artist Appreciation and Flash Day, Saturday, August 23rd from 12 p to 9 p. Stop by to see the new showroom, enjoy food, games, prizes, and live music, and start planning the kitchen or bath of your dreams. Call 609-432-7647 or visit thekitchenshop.net to get started today.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nick Earnshaw, and Dave Klemic. Hey, I want to tell you about the new rage that's sweeping the Jersey Shore. Cruise around town in style. No gas, no stress, just pure fun. Catch the good vibes. It's Good Vibe Rides golf carts. Go to goodviberides.com. Pick out the cart of your choice. They'll deliver it right to your door. That's Good Vibe Rides. Give them a call at 732-440-1111. I drive around one. It's a lot of fun.
I've driven yours too.
That's right.
I got to drive it.
I
got to drive it today.
He left his beach tags at home. Can
I tell you about this thing? This is the greatest thing ever. It makes, if you have your house 2-3 blocks away, it's now beachfront.
Because
it's
not like getting on a bike. Yeah. You can carry more
Put your stuff on there.
And you're not getting into a car where it's all hot and sweaty.
Yeah.
You're just like, it's cool.
You're just Good Vibe Rides.
It's Good Vibe Rides. Hey, Coach Hurd, I know he's got more stories. We got to get
We'll have him back.
You know what I want to do?
He's like, oh, man, we didn't get to my good stuff.
I know. You know what? Let's get him back on real soon because we'll just be story time.
Story time.
Story time with
He's
Jeff
a man.
Hurd.
Yeah. I love when Jeff Hurd comes on.
Story time.
Story time with Jeff Hurd. We'll do a segment. We'll get it sponsored.
He said he would sponsor your
Billy versus technology.
Is he good with technology? I bet he's not.
I mean, he's probably going to say
guys,
no.
He's better than you. That's for damn sure.
Nikki, I grew up on a typewriter. All right, we had no. You had no clicker. You had to get up and change the channel.
Wow.
I watched the Flyers in black and white.
My grandmother used to call it the Chandler. Not the,
you know what?
The channel, not
real,
the clicker.
Real quick,
the
Dave,
Chandler.
because we got to get going real quick. My first Super Bowl was Joe Namath in '69. All right, 10 seconds to go. On the other side, we're going to talk some Phillies baseball, more Eagles football, and a whole lot more right here.
Hey, this is Josh Hennig inviting you to join me this Saturday for Hanging with Hennig, 12 to 3 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN. Big football Saturday as we will review the Eagles' final preseason game, project their first 53-man roster, and talk about Week 0 of college football, plus the Phillies continue their weekend series against the Nationals. Guests for this Saturday show include ESPN football betting analyst Ham Maldonado, along with fantasy football insider Andy McNamara, and South Jersey boxing promoter Larry Goldberg. Hanging with Hennig on 97.3 ESPN is sponsored by Yesterday's Creekside Tavern, South Jersey's best sports bar in Marmora, Kelmic Performance Method in Egg Harbor Township, and Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. That's Hanging with Hennig this Saturday, 12 to 3 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN FM, the 97.3 ESPN mobile app powered by First Bank of Seattle City, and streaming live on YouTube and X in the Dr. Squatch virtual studio.
Wow, what's this? New shorts, new shirts, and new boots?
Floyd, did you go to the Hub?
I did. They have all the summer clothes I need now that it's getting warmer.
Do they have anything for me?
They do. They've got women's shorts, shirts, boots, and more. It's about time you go to the Hub.
Is it time to get a new pair of work boots? Then it's time to get to the Hub. Let their friendly staff help you pick out a pair of comfortable, rugged, and waterproof boots. The Hub offers a complete selection of boots from Wolverine, Carolina, Georgia, Rocky, Ariat, Carhartt, and Timberland Pro. And be sure to check out their line of clothing from Dickies, Carhartt, Ariat, and Grundens. Get to the Hub, specializing in outdoor gear from brands you know and trust. Visit the Hub inside the Summers Point Shopping Center or on Route 40 inside the Mays Landing Diner Shopping Center. Whether you're regular, big, or tall, the Hub fits them all. Here today, here to stay. Also online at summerspointhub.com. No matter what the season, the Hub's got you covered. They have a full line of apparel for men and women, plus an incredible selection of boots for everyone. Come and check out the Hub in Summers Point or Mays Landing.
Well, these polymers aren't as flexible as batch K3.
Researcher Laurie is stretched thin.
Did you get the vulcanization analytics from V66? Oh, wait, are these rubber scores from last week?
She needs to hire new lab technicians so she can bounce back into her old self.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our matching platform lets you spend less time searching and more time connecting with candidates. Redeem your $75 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Now, is this a family? Is this your mother? Where is she? Is she in the crowd? The mom's up there. What kind of family is this? I'm sorry.
It Ain't Right Tour 2025.
The poor mother is in the balcony, and the kids are down here with the father and his gumad. If this was the 80s, the kids would have been up there, and the parents would have been down here.
The biggest comedian in the history of Atlantic City. Live at Ovation Hall and Ocean Casino Resort, September 18th to 28th. Get tickets now at theoceanac.com.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw, Dave Klemic. Saturday morning, beautiful sunshine out there. Where did Dave go?
I think he had to take care of business, to say the least.
So I just text Mike Gill, and I asked for Mike McGarry's number.
You want to ask him about his guarantee.
He guaranteed the Phillies are going to win the National League East. Ooh. Like, that's Joe Namath-esque.
Wow.
But it's a little early, don't you think, Nick?
I'm not guaranteeing anything. There's a lot that can happen, a lot of baseball
As soon as
left.
I heard Mike say that, I'm like, oh, it's a jinx. You know what I mean?
I think you're getting a little. I think they'll be fine. I think the Phillies will win the NL East, but he guaranteed it.
He guaranteed it yesterday. With such a streaky team like the Phillies, yeah, they're scoring runs. They're playing great baseball right now. Everything's going well.
The Mets have been really bad,
and the Mets have been bad, but that could change in a day.
Good. It did. Well, it's 6 games up. That right now you're 6 games up.
Yesterday there were 7 games when he made that prediction.
Where's Mr. Met?
Where's Mr. Met? Where's he? He's high. He's got his hand. He's got his head in the sand.
Yeah, he hasn't called it in a while.
Right, let's talk a little Eagles football before we get back to Phillies because Kyle McCord played the whole game yesterday. Took a couple takeaways from yesterday's game. He played the whole game yesterday, Nick.
Yeah, Dorian Thompson-Robinson did not take a snap behind center yesterday for the Philadelphia Eagles. McCord played the whole game. He didn't play particularly well. It was a rough game.
McCord, he was 15 for 35 for 136 yards. His quarterback rating was 42.
It was not a great showing by the Jets or the Eagles.
Hey, Dave, you trained him. You mean he's got a really good arm?
Yeah, he's a prototype. Like, he's a perfect prototype of a quarterback you would want, and he's led the NCAA in passing last year
at Syracuse.
Yeah, at Syracuse.
He was at Ohio State, transferred to Syracuse. Yeah. I like Kyle McCord. I think he's a quarterback. I think he's a leader.
There's two things.
Let's just write it off to a learning process, right? Because he looked bad. He looked horrible.
You're either playing because they're trying to audition you to the rest of the league, or they want to see more. So either it could go either way.
Yep.
They could say you got your spot. Now we got to try him out a little bit.
We know that 1 and 2 are locked.
Yeah, 1 and 2 is locked.
1 and 2 are locked in. So nothing yesterday really changed. I thought Jacorian Bennett was decent. He played okay. It seems like Adoree Jackson's going to line up as probably the starting corner. A lot of beat writers.
Yeah, but he hasn't knocked Vic Fangio's socks off. Nobody has.
I know, and this second cornerback spot is going to be just so fascinating, Billy, to watch as the season progresses, because you have Adoree Jackson, you have Keely Ringo, you bring in Jacorian Bennett. I think Bennett's ultimately going to be the guy, but the problem we've talked about with Bennett is he has gotten hurt and he's been injury prone. He got hurt in the second preseason game. He got banged up a little bit in that game. So that's where I'm really kind of focusing on, is that second corner spot. Everywhere else is like, all right, the Eagles are set. This is a team coming off a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and
all right.
Both interceptions. There were 2 interceptions. The Eagles' defensive secondary, Parry Nickerson and Lewis Sign. Is Kane or whatever? Like, did you see that? You didn't watch the game. You fell asleep. Nick, did you see that interception? He literally was horizontal to the.
Yes, it was.
It was a beautiful.
When he dove for it, right? Yeah.
I think the guy could have made the team, or at least the practice squad with that play.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, breaking news. I just got a text message from Mr. McGarry, Mike McGarry's the voice of reason. I really admire and trust his opinions. He's the hardest working man in sports.
He is. He's everywhere.
But for him to come on Mike Gill's show yesterday and say he guaranteed. I mean, that's like scary stuff.
Yeah, you can't hear guarantees in the month of August.
Not in August, but guess what? He's a man. He's a man, because he just texted me. He said, "Sure, 11:30. We're gonna talk to Mike McGarry.
We'll get him on the line.
I love
him on the line. It's gonna be great.
Get back to football. I thought Jeremiah Trotter Jr. played pretty well.
Yeah,
he's been playing a lot.
Nick. It's a third preseason game. Listen, the Eagles have most of their starting backup roles pretty much set, and reading a lot of the articles, a lot of this team, it's been tough to project who's going to make the roster and who isn't on the outer skirts, right? Like there's not a lot of holes on this Eagles team.
No, Dave, it's changed. It's different from when you played. Remember, they used to cut down so many people during week 1, but now you got to go from 90 or 94 or 5 guys or whatever they have to 53 on Monday or Tuesday.
The crazy thing is they have like a 25-person practice squad now, so I don't think they really cut anybody. They barely cut anybody. Well, I was playing, there was 4 on a practice squad. So if you're in a practice squad, you're playing.
There's guys that are on the roster that might not ever play football.
You know who was great last night, though?
Who?
Jake Elliott.
Yeah.
Jake Elliott was awesome last night. Can we be real? 51 yards, 53 yards in the first half. Remember, he was 1 for 7 last year from field goals 50 or more yards.
Nick, is that what you're going to hang your hat on?
Remember,
the field goal kicker?
Started his career.
There wasn't much last night, Billy. You're trying. I see you over there. You're trying to pull something. There wasn't much last night. We had both games on the porch last night, and there just wasn't much. It was a rough game.
Jake Elliott's first NFL kick was a 60-plus yarder, right? Wasn't like 62.
Well, he got the game winner against the Giants.
And but he was a backup. He came in and hit a
60.
60.
He was, I believe, originally on the Bengals practice squad, got cut, and then came in. It was
I'm trying to jog my memory.
Storybook tale.
Nick,
for
you
Jake.
touched on a point that I want to bring up real quick about that corner spot.
Yeah.
The reason why, and I go, oh, you didn't realize what you did. If you have all you need in a corner is somebody with extreme confidence, which Quinyon Mitchell has, right?
They got him on one side, yep.
Now, if you have a corner that's constantly thinking about injuries, and this is a huge psychological thing, if you are worried about being hurt, and you have previous injuries, you can't play with a ton of confidence. You can't play with that like extreme confidence that you need at that corner position in the NFL. So that may, I think you're going to give. I would feel more comfortable with Adoree Jackson out there right now.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to point towards Adoree Jackson to start the year. I feel like it's going to be week-to-week type of thing. Like, who's going to step up? Is Adoree Jackson playing well? Are they going to have to go to a Ringo? Are they going to have to try out of Jacorian Bennett there? I mean, listen, Howie Roseman's not going to go out and make a trade for a Jacorian Bennett if they were confident in Adoree Jackson and Kelly Ringo. He wouldn't go out and make that trade.
Very good point.
By the way, we got some college football today.
Week 0. I saw Henning was doing a stream last night for his
Stanford
picks.
and Hawaii tonight.
Look at that.
And the rest of the field, you do have Fresno State at Kansas at 6:30. That's on Fox. But by the way, I want to send out our well wishes. I don't know, you guys. Dave Sherpan, Mr. the Sportsbook Consigliere.
Yep.
He's going through cancer treatments.
Yes.
And he had cancer surgery. We want to send out the best wishes to him
Absolutely.
and his family for a speedy recovery. Now, I've texted him several times, and I've also, every time I see something on X platform, I put Book Strong. Have you seen that, Nick?
Yes, absolutely.
And I
I've
want to
seen
get that going if we could.
Hashtag Book Strong.
Hashtag Book Strong.
You know, we'll put it in. So if you're watching on the StreamYard and you're watching the ticker at the bottom, we're going to add Book Strong at the bottom.
Add Book Strong to the bottom of the ticker, because we're all pulling for Dave. And Dave's a great guy. I met him through John Coyle, and then we had him on the show here, and he had a great segment. And, he's a great insight. He has great insight to gambling, betting, and things like that. And we would just wish him the best. All right, that's for the Sportsbook Consigliere, Dave Sherapan. Now, tomorrow on the show, Mr. Negadelphia, PJ Court, is going to be in the house, and we're going to have him for 2 weeks in a row. But he's going to take us to the Cowboys home opener, Eagles-Cowboys home opener, where they're giving out the rings, right, Nick? Or not the rings, the banner.
Well, yeah, they're gonna put the banner up into the rafters forever, against.
Could you imagine
stinking Cowboys?
Is Jerry Jones going to be in that? Be in the stadium for that?
We should always cheer Jerry Jones. I've switched my opinion on this. We should always, as a Philadelphia fan base, cheer for Jerry Jones, because he's done such a great job over the 30 years since they've last gone past the second round. So I'm with Mike Gill, because we talked about this before. I'm a booer, but I don't think we should ever boo Jerry Jones.
That's a good point.
Mike Gill made a great point on that. We should cheer him. He's been so good to us.
I agree with that.
That's a good point.
I mean,
so I agree now. Like I've switched
my
stance.
Now here's a guarantee that I can make. I don't think they'll ever win a Super Bowl with Jerry Jones in charge.
No. Keep him as the GM. He's doing great. Don't criticize Jerry.
Well, no,
He's doing great.
I want to pull a little Mike McGarry on you. I want to guarantee that they'll never win another Super Bowl with Jerry Jones in the.
Well, he's also 99 years old, but I think it's bad.
You watched the documentary? Have you guys watched any of the documentary that just came out?
No.
The Cowboys documentary? I'm like 2.5 episodes.
You know what? I haven't seen the Jimmy Rollins thing either.
Oh, you gotta watch that. The Phillies put that out.
Well, Schweim versus technology. How do I get it?
you know it's bad when
get your clicker. That's a start. It's like just
look at Dave.
He's
Guess
stunned.
what? I hate to tell you this. Dave doesn't know too much more about. He's got Josh helping him out and a couple other people.
I'm just in the middle of you guys.
Guess what? Just like PJ, he puts out some great social media things. He has nothing to do with it.
No.
But you guys don't try to cut. I'm honest. I'm transparent.
I put all my stuff out. I myself.
You're supposed to change my song like 2 years ago. You still haven't done that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the Cowboys, if your cheerleaders are more famous than you are, that's pretty bad. And now, like the Minnesota Vikings cheerleaders.
All right. Stop.
But Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, we don't go there.
But Dallas Cowboys. If you think about, I've known of people that are in that organization, played for Jerry Jones, and they say they're great to the fans, they're terrible to the players.
Oh, Micah Parsons.
Well, look what they do. Right? How do you do that? All right.
Micah Parsons, I don't know. Was he going to show up? Who knows?
For over,
you guys are wimps.
I'm sorry. Yeah. For over 83 years.
Sorry,
For
guys.
over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. They deliver. I want to tell you about McCann Realtors. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call Johnny McCann & Associates, 609-263-7422. Whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more, the professionals at Johnny McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Sunday, August 31st. The lights shine bright as two college football powerhouses collide. It's number 6 Notre Dame versus number 10 Miami. Catch every snap, hit, and highlight with play-by-play from J.P. Shadrick and expert analysis from the 1992 Heisman Trophy winner Gino Torretta. Kickoff is at 7:30 Eastern, Sunday, August 31st. Don't miss the action, the intensity, and the legacy.
Exclusively on South Jersey's classic rock station, Rock 104.1.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 3 locations on the bay in Summers Point, at 43rd off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City, and our newest location right in the heart of Wildwood on Ocean Ave. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous Tiki Bar, plus The Point features live music at all 3 locations 7 days a week and is always family friendly. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them at dothepoint.com.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number 1.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Lowe's has the Labor Day deals you need to give your home a new look. Buy one, get one free select interior paint via Visa gift card rebate. Then, add the final touch with 2 for $8 on select 2.5 or 3-quart mums. Refresh your home and save big while doing it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Mums offer in-store only. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowes.com/rebates for details.
For the entire month of August, power up your weekends with the Red Tag clearance event at Whitehorse RV Center. Take advantage and score bottom dollar pricing on travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes. Whitehorse RV has them all in stock. These vehicles are perfect for tailgating, road trips, and getting away on your terms. There's no games at Whitehorse RV and no pressure. Just real savings on RVs built for freedom and fun. Don't wait. These Red Tag deals won't last. 2 locations to serve you in Williamstown and Galloway. Whitehorse RV Center. Your RV adventure starts here.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Nick Earnshaw. Guys, real quick, last year, though, when the Eagles got off to their 2-2 start after 4, remember they had that bye. And, of course, their schedule wasn't as tough as this year's schedule. And they open up with the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday night. Their second game is against the Chiefs, then the Rams, who they beat in the playoffs last year, and Tampa Bay, who beat us. So their first 4 games are incredibly tough. Wouldn't you say, Nick?
Yeah, no, this is a way tougher schedule than last year. They're gonna have their work cut out for them. But listen, I still think the Eagles are probably the best team in football. I think they're gonna be just fine. It's going to be a tougher schedule. Listen, this is what happens when you win the Super Bowl, right? You got the Cowboys,
right.
Chiefs, Rams, Bucks, Broncos. That's a tough schedule. Vikings, Giants. I mean, the Giants aren't going to be a slouch of a team. They got a good defense, too. So they got a tough schedule. I mean, that's just how it goes.
So, Dave, let me ask you a question, because now none of the starters, none of them, well, not none, I should say none, very few guys that are going to play a lot, start and play a lot, have been playing and participating in the preseason. Back in your day, which wasn't too long ago, starters would play at least 1 or 2, 3, 4 series in all the 4. You played 4 preseason games, correct?
Yeah, so it was comprehensive. Starters played 1 quarter in the first game, and then 2 quarters, 3 quarters, and then
they built.
Then the last game,
and then the last game they sit. Now they don't do anything. So my question to you is, what is your expectations for the first 4 games?
So the offense is going to struggle because it has to get cohesive with timing. Because timing is never the same in practice as is in a game. It just isn't. The stakes are different. But the good thing is, I think what we can do is gradually change the frequency of passing, and we can run a lot. This team can run a lot, and then set the team as a running team, and then use.
Because the offense has the advantage the defense has the advantage in the beginning of camp.
Yeah.
It takes the offense a little while to get to gel.
Yeah, and remember last year we saw all those quarterbacks with very bad statistics. Even Patrick Mahomes couldn't throw the ball very much.
So they're going to start. When you say they're going to start, they've got Saquon Barkley, and guess what? Their backup Shipley's not a bad backup. Would you say, Nick?
Yeah, Shipley's not a bad backup. He's fine. I would pose this question to you guys and the audience out there. Are you worried about the workload of Saquon Barkley? I mean, they used him like crazy last year, and they are probably going to use him the same amount this year. Are you concerned?
He wants the ball.
It doesn't matter, Billy. He's still getting a lot of carries. He's getting older.
Well, how old is he? 27?
He's gotten hurt before. He's gotten hurt.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
worried?
He had no offensive line in New York, and he played on that turf.
Okay, I'm just saying. Well, you have Landon Dickerson who's hurt, right? You just lost Mekhi Becton, so there could be a hole there. Are you worried about his workload? I mean,
let Dave answer that first.
Well, the more you run, the more opportunity
wear
you
and
have
tear.
to get hurt. But I'd say you play him in the first half of as much as he wants in the first half, and this team is set up for a run. It's set up for a run.
I listen. I've never felt so positive about a team.
Are you guaranteeing something over there, Sean?
I'm not pulling a Mike McGarry. All right, I'm not doing that. But I'm very excited and very optimistic about the team, this year, the makeup of this team, the coaching staff, Jalen Hurts. So on and so forth.
Everyone's into their roles. They know their role, and they trust the defense. The defense trusts the offense, so they're cool. They don't have to do too much. Just play your game, play within yourself, and that team is set for a run. Have I ever seen one? This is it.
I want to play something from one of our favorite quarterbacks, Nick Foles, from his podcast. He explained why he thinks this team has a better shot of repeating than his team back in 2017. Take a listen.
Trying to respect that Carson was coming back, but I couldn't let my leadership take over because then it's just like an awkward situation because I know it's coming to an end no matter what. That's a long way to say this is a very different situation for the Eagles. Their franchise guys led them to the Super Bowl. Their amazing vets led them to a Super Bowl. They are way more dangerous than we were in 18. 18, the next season after Super Bowl, we were still a great team. We still had a chance to even make it to the NFC Championship. We figured it out at the end, but at the end of the day, we were confused. That we struggled through that season because there was so much confusion of what is this team because of how the year went prior.
Listen, I agree to that. There's more franchise players. They all, like you said, Dave, they all know their role. They're going to be. This team is so in a good position. They're in such a good position to win another Super Bowl than I've ever felt before in my life in the history of the Eagles.
Which I've seen if you look at both offense and defense performing at that level, right? I think offense is we're number 4 offense and we're number 1 defense, right? Both trust each other. You don't have to do too much. The defense is going to keep you off the field, or offense is going to keep you off the field. because we run the ball, and the defense could play fresh. And we got some studs. We got some superstars. Cooper DeJean is top 100 player. Quinyon Mitchell, he's going to be.
Right.
I mean, he is a household name now as a corner.
Zach Bond.
Bond, our D-line.
Now listen, he needs to play as well as he played last year for this defense to work. Right?
But,
I mean,
this
Jahad Campbell, everybody's talking about how phenomenal. Did you see how cut he is? Has anybody seen?
Gigantic.
He
Jersey
looks
guy.
like a cartoon character, like a Marvel or something.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, just kind of going back what Dave said, and we played the Foles audio. This is just such a different scenario than that 17 and 18 year
Yeah, but Nick,
and
look
era.
at you just said it. Look at their schedule.
It's a tough schedule.
They got a tough schedule,
But
man.
they have everybody in place. They have the quarterback, the running back. Majority of the offense is coming back except for one position, right? So you have everybody coming back, and you're so young on the defensive side, that is setting you up to continue to be dominant on that side of the ball too. So if you have everybody intact on the offensive side with all the weapons surrounding Jalen Hurts, you're good there. And then on the defensive side, you're still so young with guys like Cooper DeJean, Jalen Carter, Nakobe Dean, Jahad Campbell now coming in as a rookie. You have guys that are so young that stepped up so big last year. Quinyon Mitchell as well. You're in a really good position. It's barring any injuries. I think they'll be fine.
And that's the operative word, injury, right? They got to stay healthy like every other team in the NFL. They stay because, I mean, and they do have depth, right? They do have depth in this team.
Well, they can run, which is the biggest thing. Like if you can run, you'll run till they stop you, and then you'll pass. Like in the Super Bowl last year.
Remember, don't coaches always say, "Don't worry, let's not worry about what they're doing to us. Let's just impose our will."
Bro, the biggest thing I've never called you bro before.
Come on, bro.
So in college, we watch film on the other team all the time.
Right.
In the NFL, we watch film on ourselves.
Right.
We didn't
see what
we
you're
didn't
doing
worry about
wrong.
them.
See what you're doing.
We didn't
wrong.
worry about them. That was that I completely thought I was going to watch film on another team. We have a scout that gives you a scouting report on a player.
Right.
But you evaluate yourself and then again impose your will. That's kind of what we do.
Did you ever run scout team? Like, you know, I had to, because I was always the second and third string quarterback when I was in college, second string, and I'd have to run scout team. Like run they would have like flashcards of what the other team runs, and the coach would be in there and hold the card up and you look at it and you'd go run the play.
Yeah, those are kind of fun for me. I did that.
It?
You know, I did that my whole NFL career. That's all I did. I was the scout guy. But
of course, you get hit by the number ones.
Well, they don't really hit you in the NFL.
Yeah, not in the NFL, but in college.
In college, I got banged up a lot. As a matter of fact, one time I was running scout team, and we were getting so banged up that I got mad. And they threw a deep post to me, and the safety came over to he wasn't even looking at he was looking up at the ball, and I took off the route. I left the route, and I knocked his helmet off him because I was so mad. I was so sick of getting beat up.
All right,
I'll tell a story.
Listen, we're gonna on the other side. We're gonna talk with Mike McGarry because
you have a bone to pick.
Maybe we'll try to get that clip from what he said.
Yeah,
play that for him. So because he might want to change his mind. But Mike McGarry guaranteed the Phillies are going to win the NL East, so we're going to have to talk with him on the other side. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. Go down there and say hello to Dave, JM, Jason, Will, Chet. They do a great job. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. I know, Nick, we love it there. The back beach, the beach bar, right? They got a stage. It's just so cool. The food is awesome. It opened 2 summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza and their daily specials. Eat in or take out at La Scala's, located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll talk with Mike McGarry, the press of Atlantic City. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw, and Dave Klemic right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Join the Sports Bash every Monday live at the Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Get your game on with the elevated bar and lounge, 12 slot machines, blackjack, roulette, and a dedicated area with 4 betting windows and 11 kiosks. The ultimate sportsbook experience. Go where fans become fanatics. The Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. And join the Sports Bash live from 2 to 6 with me, Mike Gill, every Monday.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable, so be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
This Labor Day, the Home Depot is here to help you prep for the season. So no matter what you're working on, you can get your backyard ready for all the fall festivities. Refresh your garden with savings on a wide selection of colorful mums. Liven up your outdoor space with vibrant string lights. And find the perfect grill for your backyard barbecues this season from our wide selection of grills under $300. Get your fall project started this Labor Day at the Home Depot.
Football is back. Our world champion Birds kick off their season against Dallas Thursday, September 4th. And the place to be? Ventnor Social, Down Beach's newest upscale sports bar. It all starts with the ultimate family-friendly tailgate party at 5:30, featuring a live DJ and food and drink specials to keep you fired up till kickoff. Then watch every play come to life on 27 big screen TVs with a sound system that puts you right in the action. Get in on the excitement at Ventnor Social on Ventnor Avenue in Ventnor. Follow them on Facebook for specials.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nick Earnshaw, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and mainland product. Dave Klemic is with us, and we're winding down the summer. It's the 23rd of August. The waves are huge. The surfers are out. Baseball is getting ready. It's the dog days of summer. Now, yesterday I'm sitting on the beach listening to the Sports Bash with Mike Gill. He had Mike McGarry on, the press of Atlantic City, who I admire. He's the hardest working man in sports. He's at every game, high school, college, pro. He's everywhere. Beach patrol races. I don't know if he ever sleeps, but he made a comment yesterday. Nick, can we play that comment right now? So let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room from the Press of Atlantic City, Mike McGarry. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, how are you guys? Good to talk with you.
Mike, now I see you everywhere. You're like the hardest working man in sports, and I know you're a Mets fan, right? You're an unapologetic Mets fan, correct?
Yeah, grew up in Staten Island, New York. Tom Seaver was my guy, so the team that I'm for my entire life has been the New York Metropolitans. You are correct.
All right, so I'm sitting on the beach listening to you yesterday, and you guaranteed that the Phillies are going to win the National League East. And I'm like, no, don't do that. You're going to jinx us. And I think just because you're a Mets fan, you put that out there.
Yeah, you're not the only one to think I was trying to pull some sort of reverse whammy on people or something like that. But to me, honestly, it's just math. I mean, even after last night, okay, the Phillies blow a game, the Mets get a win, but it's 6-game lead with 34 games left. I mean, if the Phillies were to be 500 the rest of the season, 17-17, that's 91 wins. The Mets would have to go 24-14 to get to 92 wins. That's 630 baseball. Nobody in baseball except the Brewers has played like that. So I just think, 6-game lead with 34 games to play. You know, the division should be, and I think, is the Phillies. I don't think the Mets have a shot at the division.
Well, I thought you were definitely putting a reverse whammy on me, but, you also pointed out, and it's true, the Mets in 2007, they were 7 games up with 17 games to play, and the 64 Phillies were 6 games up with 12 to play. So that's a lot closer. You still got like 34 games left in the season, 29 or something like that.
But as I said yesterday, the reason why we remember 2007, and it was 7.5 with 17 games to play, so it was even worse. And the reason we remember that and 1964 is because they're historic. They happen once a century. So I don't think it's going to happen this century. I think the Mets are too inconsistent, and I think the Phillies will be too consistent. And I understand they have 7 games left with each other, 3 in New York, 4 in Philadelphia in September. To me, the Phillies are more than fine. Just don't get swept in the 7 games. Take 1 game in New York, you're fine. Split the series in Philadelphia, you're fine. And take a look at the Mets' schedule down the stretch. For them to get on a winning streak, it's not going to be easy. They've got Detroit, they've got Texas, they've got Cincinnati. They got games with a very good Miami team that's playing better and better. So I don't think the Mets have the pitching or have been consistent enough in the bullpen, and I think the Phillies are a good team. And, all bets are off when the playoffs begin. I'm not saying the Mets couldn't come in and beat the Phillies in a division series or an NLCS, but right now for the division, I think the division is over.
We're talking with Mike McGarry, the Press of Atlantic City. Mike, the Phillies have been so inconsistent. Now, they're playing hot right now, and they're getting great pitching from the 3 lefties. Even Taijuan Walker's been pitching well of late. But this team offensively has been so inconsistent that I just feel like they're so far away that you kind of like I'm skeptical. And I have Tommy Green on with me every single Sunday throughout the baseball season. We get a chance to go on the mound with Tommy Green, brought to you by Blitz's Market of Ocean City. But Tommy tells me never to get ahead of yourself.
Well, I mean, I don't have to play them one at a time.
Good point, Mike.
In the game, right? So, I don't have to take it day by day. I can, do a little forecasting. And to me, I agree with you. The Phillies are a streaky offensive team. But I think when you look, Phillies fans watching the Phillies get a little bit too caught up in that. I think, when we see other teams around the league, we just see highlights. So to us,
right.
You look at a guy on the Detroit Tigers, he's hitting a home run every day. We're not seeing him strike out in the 3rd inning.
Right.
Because we're just highlights. I think when we watch the Phillies and watch all 9 innings, you see the bad in addition to the good, and there is a tendency to get overwhelmed by the bad. So I think to a degree, every team in baseball offensively is streaky, including the Mets. I mean, now Francisco Lindor is heating up a little bit. He just went on coming off a 0 for 40 streak. So I think everybody's streaky. Things are clicking right now for the Phillies. And again, that's why I go to the postseason and say, hey, could the Mets do what they did last year in the postseason of the Phillies? Absolutely. But right now in the division, to me, it's just math. 6 games up with 34 games to play. That's a pretty sizable lead. And to blow that lead, again, you're talking 1964 or 2007. And I just think the Mets got to be more concerned with the Cincinnati Reds, who are on their tail for that last wild card spot, than the division. I don't think they get to the division. I just think the math doesn't work for me.
Hey, Mike, it's Nick. Thanks for joining us on a whim today. We really appreciate it because you had Billy up in an uproar this morning. Let me tell you, he came in, Mike, it's guaranteed. That can't happen. You almost got him ready to go today, pretty much. He didn't even need coffee.
Well, I guess on the beach yesterday, Seattle City, there must have been the lifeguards had to be scrambling over to him when I said something, you know. So, hey, it's good. Sometimes you do this stuff, you forget other people are listening. So, it's good.
See, Mike, the reason why I was concerned because I trust everything you say, and I know I see it all the ball games. You go to every sporting event, you put the time in for you to say something like that. I'm sitting on the beach in Ocean City in 30 seconds, you go no through my radio.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that, and to me, again, the Mets got cold and the Phillies got hot at the right time, and the Phillies have taken the division lead. And to me, again, I think the Phillies are going to win the division. Does that guarantee postseason success? No, but I think the Phillies are in very good shape to get that maybe 2 seed and set themselves up for a nice little playoff run. Now, what happens when we get to October? Who knows? The thing that I think that people kind of don't realize today, well, they realize it, but it used to be when I was a kid, you'd go right to the division series and you win 3 games and then you're in the World Series. Now you got to win 13 or 11 games. You really got to stay hot for 2 to 3 weeks to win a World Series, where before you used to have to stay hot for 7 to 10 days to win a World Series. So that's the big difference now, and I understand the Phillies' tendency to blow hot and cold with the bats, but every team in baseball is kind of that way. It's just the way the game is today. We just live and die with the Phillies more because we see them every day.
Mike, I do have one postseason question for you since we've been talking about that since you jumped on. One discussion we've been having over the past couple of days is regarding Taijuan Walker. From your perspective, does he have a spot on the playoff roster heading into October?
Great question. I think it depends on the guy who pitches tonight, Aaron Nola. I think it's how effective he is the rest of the season, because you're going to need 4 starters at some point in the playoffs. Now, you might need that 4th guy just once, but you're going to need 4 starters, and you need that 4th guy with the 3 lefties, obviously the 2 righties. You're going to have a righty there, and it's going to be either Nola or Walker. So I think it could be a competition between those guys over the last, 5 weeks of the season to see who claims that 4th spot. And if Nola continues to struggle, you're going to need a 4th starter. And Taijuan Walker did not pitch badly last night, has pitched pretty well coming in the last couple of weeks. He could be that guy. So I think a lot of it depends on how Aaron Nola performs over the next 5 weeks.
Mike, Dave Klemic, since we got you on here, I wanted to ask you something. Because I'm a little bit invested in this because I know Kyle McCord myself. What do you take from him playing the entire game and not playing Robinson? Is that a good thing for him, or do you think that that's him auditioning for the rest of the league?
Maybe a little of both. I think, I think the Eagles, with the injury to the backup guy, they probably, if a veteran quarterback became available, they might look to pick him up, maybe make a trade for one. But, to me, it says that they trust McCord and maybe want to give him as much action, to get ready, just in case, they elect to go with him as the backup next Thursday night, and God forbid something happens to Jalen Hurts and he's got to go in there. So maybe you want to give him as much game experience as you can to kind of get him ready in case you got to break glass in case of emergency in that opener. But at the same time, maybe showcase him to other teams. Maybe you can do something to pick up a more veteran quarterback if somebody becomes available.
All right, tonight the Phillies' first pitch is at 6:05 against the Washington Nationals. Mike, let me ask you a question. Were you at the game last night?
No, I was not at the one last night.
All right. No. I love the entrance for the Tarantula. I love it. It's great and everything. But when he blows a save like that, I mean, it kind of like you kind of start to look at it like, it's, I don't know, it's like showman. It's great for the fans. I love it, but he's got to finish the deal. He's got to get the save.
Yeah, I mean, it does put a little bit of pressure on him, but I think that's just life today in 2025. It's showbiz. The Phillies aren't the only team to have, elaborate close-the entrances. You look at the Mets, Edwin Diaz with the trumpet, they turn the lights out and stuff like that. It's all part of showbiz and stuff like that. And, I remember back when I was in Staten Island growing up playing basketball for Moore Catholic, I wanted to beat Monsignor Farrell more than anything, and we never beat him. I really wanted to beat him. I'm sure the Washington Nationals, they want to win every night. They just were able to hit the closer last night. Tonight they might not be able to. I don't think it has anything to do with the entrance song or like a reverse whammy jinx, the entrance song. Because he's, to me it's just showbiz. It's great. People like it. And it's part of like the entertainment of the game. It's 2025, and we've all got to adapt.
And I'm sure, Mike. I'm also sure that. Hold on, Mike. I'm also sure that the opposing teams, they're not intimidated by that.
No, they see it. It's actually pretty cool. They might like it when you're actually at the game. Teams do it. I think the Mets, they shut off the lights when an opposing reliever comes in the game, and they stick a spotlight on the reliever as he walks in from the bullpen to the mound, and the whole crowd kind of gets after him and stuff like that. So it's all part of showbiz. Maybe it's a little motivation, but it comes down to talent. He's going to throw the ball 103 miles an hour. You're either going to be able to hit it or you're going to miss.
Right.
He's not going to be, and he wasn't perfect last night. So.
All right, Mike McGarry, you're a great sport. Thank you so much for last minute, getting you on at the last minute, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
No, I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the show, and hey, relax on the beach. You go to the beach to relax.
Yeah, but then I heard you making a prediction. I'm like, God, it freaked me out.
I appreciate it. Great show. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Mike McGarry. There's Mike McGarry in the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline from the Press of Atlantic City. Dave, it's like cannon. It's like bulletin board material. When you're playing football and somebody says something stupid on the other team, and it just really gets everybody fired up. Well, when opposing team, you see the Durantula come in, he makes that entrance, that probably fires the other team up more.
Well, yeah, because it's like sacking Johnny Manziel when he does.
The money sign. Exactly,
the
right.
money sign. I'm going yard on this guy, and we're gonna.
Right, I'll show you who. We're gonna show you who's. I'll put some bug spray in that tarantula.
Yeah, I remember shutting down. I was at BC, and the place first play of the game, I went like 70 for a touchdown.
Right.
And the place got real quiet, and I was so hyped.
Were you
to
going?
make it quiet.
Were you going like this?
I did.
No, you did.
I did the hush.
Oh my God!
And it was awesome.
Did you have a target on your back the rest of the game?
I probably.
You didn't feel
awesome.
No, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like when I'm sure if you're you're sitting in the opposing dugout and the lights go off and you're hearing a trumpet from the Mets or you're seeing the spider going across the right field.
It fires you up.
Yeah,
you want to get a base hit.
Nick?
You want to shut everybody up around the stadium.
If you're an alpha, which these guys are all alphas, we love that. Like, bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring your best.
I'm going to show you what I'll do. I'll step on a tarantula.
That's the way we think of it. So it's not going to intimidate the player, but very cool for the fans.
But guess what? That was his first blown save since June 15th. He hasn't had many of them.
It's been a while. And I want to be fair. But
we still gotta watch.
But Nick,
it's still cool.
You were with Mike Gill last night on the porch doing your show, right?
Yeah.
All right. How disappointed were you guys when he blew the save?
Very disappointed. It got quiet.
Like when you're gonna get the fan base that hyped up for the Durants, because my brother Bobby, Colin, and Cody, we were all sitting around the TV.
Petition.
Everybody, I know, I get it, Nick. Everybody was pumped, and then to have you blow the save really hurt.
That's part of it.
I know.
That's part of it, though. Like that's what you're. That could happen. Like, you can blow a save. It was a one-run game.
I know. Because look, Dave, we were like, it was money in the bank. Like, there's no one going to, he throws 103 miles an hour. By the way, he was throwing his splitter. Did you see that, Nick? At 98 miles an hour splitter.
99.
That's like criminal. But yet they hit it.
Yo, you know what that reminds me of?
He's human.
They bring in the Durantula. It kind of reminds me of like the All Black team, the All Blacks, the rugby team.
Yeah.
When they come in to do the dancing, like before No one's intimidated by that.
Yeah, they're like, look at what these guys.
I'm gonna kick your butt right now. Like,
Right,
you don't
right.
care about that. So it's not intimidating to the players. It is fun for the fans, though. It is fun.
Well, and look, Nick, how excited, like how pumped up you were when he was walking in. I was like,
Yes,
my brother
give me
Bobby,
chills.
Colin, and Cody were like, yeah, man.
You get the
And
Hell's
then-
Bells in the beginning, like the
Hell's
Undertaker.
Bells was like the best.
The Undertaker, ding, like, and then the lights go out, and then it changes over the music.
Did you
and then he
see? Did you
blows it.
see Bader? He was looking at the spider.
Yeah,
a
he was
couple times.
watching it the whole
Like he was
time.
watching it too.
I
See, that's
know.
my point. Like you can get
And then
caught-
you blow it.
And then you blow it. And I look.
Guess what? Don't show it anymore. It's a jinx.
No,
You
I'm
can't
not
show
gonna
it.
do.
No,
I'm not.
kidding.
Are you
kidding.
gonna go that far,
I'm
Nick?
kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, but like Mike McGarry knows a good sport.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
I'm telling you, I'm sitting on the beach listening to you guys, and I'm like, no, don't say that.
You don't want to jinx.
Guess what? There's still what 34 games left. He said
34 games. Yep.
that's still a long way to go. It's not Mets blew a 17. There were 17 games left of the season when they were up 7.5. He just said that's a lot closer than where we are now.
Yeah. I listen. Last night, it's a tough one. You're gonna need a good start out of Aaron Nola tonight.
He's
Okay.
1-7. You expect him? He pitched horribly
You
last
need
night.
him to start picking it up.
You know what his
man.
DRA is, Nick? It actually went down a little bit
Without
without looking.
is it like 5?
No, it's 6.92, so it did come down a little bit.
Okay.
But he gave up, 6 runs in 2 innings last game?
Yeah, he needs to have a good start tonight, man. Like, if he doesn't have a good start, I'm getting a little worried heading into the postseason.
All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game, let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, South Jersey, it's Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike with Evan Canty and Michelle. Weekday mornings, 6 to 10 a.m. on 97.3 ESPN. Listen every day at 3:45 on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill for the unsportsmanlike moment of the day, taking one of the best moments from our show and debating it on the Sports Bash. That's the unsportsmanlike moment of the day, weekdays at 3:45 on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill on 97.3 ESPN. And don't forget to listen weekdays starting at 6 a.m. to Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemic sent you.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from The Locker Room. Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them the Locker Room sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
This Labor Day, the Home Depot is here to help you prep for the season. So no matter what you're working on, you can get your backyard ready for all the fall festivities. Refresh your garden with savings on a wide selection of colorful mums. Liven up your outdoor space with vibrant string lights. And find the perfect grill for your backyard barbecues this season from our wide selection of grills under $300. Get your fall project started this Labor Day at the Home Depot.
Celebrate the final month of our construction reduction sales event at Matt Black Kia with 0 down, 0% financing, and 0 payments for 90 days. That's right, 0% APR for 48 months on every clearly marked Kia in stock with 0 down and no payments for 90 days. Plus, get up to $3,000 over book value for your trade with the purchase of any new Kia. Stuck in a loan or lease? Matt Black Kia wants to get you released. If you have a job clearing $450 a week, then we want to get you approved today. And with our 4-day love it or leave it return policy, you simply can't make a mistake at mattblackkia.com. It's gotta be a Matt Black Kia. Call 215-703-8526 for details.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studios right here in Northville. Billy Schweim, Dave Klemic, Nick Earnshaw. Don't forget about the new Vibe Rides golf carts. Go to goodviberides.com. Pick out your cart. They'll deliver it right to you. 732-440-1111. That's Good Vibe Rides golf carts. What a powerful, fun show and lickety split that is.
God, that just goes by so fast.
We got to thank Mike McGarry. I did say he's the hardest working man in sports, but I think there's one guy that probably can top that.
He's sitting behind me right now.
His name is Josh Henning.
He's coming up next, hanging with Henning.
Like, you can hang with Henning. Maybe I'm going to go to the beach. Actually, we might be going to Las Calas. We'll put the radio on while we're in Las Calas and listen to Hanging with Henning. Or if we'll sit on the beach, you can do that there.
I'm going to second Josh being the hardest worker. He works till probably 11 o'clock at night. He's in the studio all the time. He's constantly.
Well, you know what they say.
Hardest man working in radio.
You know what they say? If you love what you're doing, you never work a hard day in your life.
That's true. I feel like that's why I don't like vacations, man. I love what I do.
All right, man. So the Phillies tonight, they need to
6:05.
get off the schneid. What do you like to see tonight, Nick? I mean, I would like to see Aaron Nola go at least 5 2/3. Maybe don't surrender any more than 1 or 2 runs.
That's fair.
I'll fair?
I'll take that. I'll take that, Aaron Nola. I just need him to see his velocity up a little bit more.
Hit his
and
spots.
Just get through 5 innings. I need him to command his pitches better today.
Dave Klemic?
It's been great being back, and also I want to say, if you see me around town, it's the 26th is the first day of pumpkin spice for Starbucks. I will be extra jacked up and caffeinated activated.
Oh, man.
All right, we want to thank Coach, strength and conditioning coach Jeff Hurd. That was a great segment. We're going to have him back, Dave.
Yep.
As always, thank the Nicky Earnshaw. Thanks to Dave Klemic, and also a special thanks to Mike McGarry, the press of Atlantic City. I'll be back at it tomorrow. We'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green, brought to you by Blitz's Markets. And we'll have a lot of fun tomorrow talking Eagles and Phillies. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Stay tuned for Josh Henning, and I'll see you tomorrow.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.